Good morning. I'm Michelle Reynolds, Business Development Manager with Associate Principal Management Group of North Texas. Welcome to this morning's Coffee Talk Tuesday. This week, our Coffee Talk topic is about how boards get in trouble. So you volunteered. You now serve on your community board of directors. Okay, well, maybe you didn't volunteer. Maybe you were voluntold. Or maybe you were voted in and you didn't even attend the annual meeting. Well, however you earned your seat on the board, it certainly comes with its share of challenges. HOA boards can get in trouble in a number of ways. Financial mismanagement. This includes things like failing to keep accurate financial records, misappropriating funds, or failing to pay bills on time. Selective enforcement of HOA rules. If the board is seen as enforcing the rules unfairly, this can lead to resentment from homeowners and potential legal action. Conflicts of interest. If board members are making decisions that benefit themselves or their families at the expense of the other homeowners, this can be a serious problem. Failure to maintain common areas. The HOA is responsible for maintaining common areas such as pools, playgrounds, and landscaping. If the board fails to do this properly, it can lead to safety hazards and legal liability. Violating state or federal laws. HOA boards must comply with all applicable laws, including those relating to fair housing, discrimination, and open meetings. If the board violates the law, it could face fines, lawsuits, or even criminal charges. Being a board member comes with a legal responsibility, also known as fiduciary duty. As a board member, you must have the ability to look at a situation on the table and make a decision based on what's good for the association as a whole. Difficult decisions have to be made, and sometimes they aren't the popular decision. You will need to face your neighbors at the pool, in the gym, at the mailbox, or on the street, and you will need to be able to answer their questions and accept their comments about your decisions. And typically, that is done so on social media platforms. One day, we may talk about why it's not a good idea to have a social media community page. But again, this is all part of the package we call serving the board of directors. So how can a board keep itself out of trouble? I'm going to let you think about that one. Read your documents. Read your documents. Know what state law says about the type of community in which you live. Listen to the advice you receive from your community manager and other professional consultants. Check with your association's legal counsel on matters outside your field of expertise. Make your decisions based on good business judgment, not what you think owners would like to hear. Don't make promises you can't keep. Be sure you have proper insurance coverage, including a director's and officer's insurance policy, and know who and what is covered under this policy, as well as who and what is not. My final thought. Know that your community you represent is a real live business, and it needs to be treated as such. There is no room for poor financial or poor business decisions. If you don't know something, ask. Know the law about reserves and comply accordingly. Know what the real costs are to run your community and budget accordingly. Imagine how problems will snowball when budgets are underfunded, reserves are inadequate, and special assessments are a regular occurrence. And unfortunately, this is a reality to some. So be the change and make good business choices. I want to thank you for joining me. Please join me next week as I was asked by board member Phil, who enjoyed how board members can promote a sense of community. His question was, how do you activate a community that has a high tenant ratio? So that's what we're going to coffee talk about next week. Until then, have a wonderful day, make it count, and be kind out there.